Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Watch Splatoon 3 Direct. They announced Splatoon 3. God, it was a while ago at this point, wasn't it? It was like 2021 at some point that we, I think it was the first Direct of 2021. Because it was like the longest gap there'd been, in Directs. So I think this was like early 2021 we saw this, originally announced. So it's been a while. And honestly, since then, we haven't seen much. Like, I've been following, like, in terms of, like, indirects or anything, I don't know if we've seen any. They may have mentioned that it exists. I've been following the Twitter accounts, and there's been some things on there of just, like, Pearl and Marina are back. They're, like, as a separate band. It's called, like, Damp Socks or something like that, which is an interesting title. And seeing some of the things, like, they've been posting about weapons on the Twitter pages, but it's just all weapons that have existed before. I haven't seen any new weapons on that, and a couple things about some of that. But in terms of, like, actual new shit, hey, here's what Splatoon 3 is. I don't know if I've seen any since the initial thing. And it's like a month away until it releases. So we have a big thing here. This will probably also maybe likely announce a future stream that I'll be doing for the test fire. I'd assume they'd be doing a test fire. They've always done it before. And by always, I mean twice. So, I mean, like, the thing is, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for February 17. Oh, yeah, because it was my birthday. Because, yeah, that direct was on my birthday. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. So, like, I'm excited for Splatoon 3. Don't get me wrong. If you've watched my videos that I did on Splatoon 1 and 2, I fucking love Splatoon. It's my favorite competitive multiplayer game just ever. I always said it was my favorite multiplayer game, though since Splatoon 2's come out, there has been both Final Fantasy XIV Online that I've been playing and Monster Hunter. Though those aren't competitive, they're cooperative multiplayers. So if I had to compare the multiplayer experience, it's hard to compare that multiplayer experience because Splatoon is competitive as hell, where Monster Hunter is exclusively cooperative, and then FF14 is primarily cooperative, and then they added, like, a revamped PvP recently, which I'm incredibly bad at. But in terms of competitive, this is still my favorite multiplayer, and I love the world and environment and everything of Splatoon in so many ways. Like, the lore behind it is awesome. Just hanging out in, like, the other, like, whatever the names have been in the previous ones, like Inkopolis Plaza and stuff like that. Just hanging out there, I feel like Splatoon has done really well at, like, community building and stuff. Of just, you can see other characters hanging around, and then you draw pictures and stuff like that, and the way they do, like, their weekly updates, and then they do the big Splatfest for the big parties together and stuff like that. I feel like Splatoon has done a really good job of, like, building communities for an online multiplayer game, which is probably a big part of the reason why I love it so much as a multiplayer game. Because it's not just throw into online lobbies with randoms, here you go. Like, the game actively focuses on trying to build a community. It's why the Miiverse functionality was built just for Splatoon 2 when Miiverse didn't exist anymore on Switch. And like, the weekly updates and stuff do help that. And I think it's a big part of the reason why Splatoon has taken off as well as it has for Nintendo, because of how good they are at that. And obviously the gameplay, I love all the different weapons. I love that it's way more about tactics rather than high precision stuff, unless you want to play Splat which I'm bad at. Or charges, which I'm also very bad at. So don't get me wrong, there's a lot about Splatoon that I love and I'm excited for. It's just, we're not in 2017 Switch era of Nintendo. We're in 2022 Switch era of Nintendo. And obviously Splatoon can be different because Splatoon 1 and 2 were different. But it's just, since Splatoon 2's come out, there's been so many multiplayer-focused games that Nintendo have put onto the Switch that all of them have shat the bed in some capacity, and for a lot of them, the same capacity. Comes out with just fuck all content, no single player, or at least no worthwhile single player to write home about. Some of them have terrible online. Mario Tennis Aces, I love what Mario Tennis Aces is as a gameplay, but playing that game online is effectively impossible. Which fucking sucks, right? A lot of them recently have started having battle passes. For fuck's sakes, the successor to Wii Sports has a battle pass. And if you've seen my rants in various games that I've played, I think battle passes are like the antithesis of enjoyment in video games. So obviously Splatoon 1 and 2 were good. I think they were, like, how they did their games as a service model, I think was good because it was primarily focused on building community, and stuff like that. I mean, even just the weekly weapons. Like, I did videos where it was just new weapon dropped this week, and you go into lobbies and everyone's using it, and like, so it's just like, here's a single weapon. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need, like, you can just jump in that day when it comes out, and there's that, right? There was like the closest was like the Splatfest, but even then, like, Splatfest aren't just play a shitload in a day to get rewards. I mean, it is that. But primarily, the Splatfest were about community stuff, because it was like, choose your team, people shitposting each other on social medias and stuff about their teams, and then shitposting in the game, because you get to the day of the Splatfest, and everyone's poster fucking everywhere. So, like, even, like, because that's like a one-day battle pass, basically, the Splatfests. But even that was still focused on the community aspect of it. Whereas, since then, it has just been, let's half-ass a battle pass and then half-ass like an update, like a content release schedule for a lot of Nintendo's Switch games, and it's been bad. And like, I've stopped buying them because it's just like, I have no interest, because it's gonna be the same as the last couple they've done. And guess what? Every time it's been the same losses, like the same ones as the last couple they've done. And I desperately fucking hope that doesn't happen to Splatoon 3. But I'm 100% expecting to see a battle pass in this, and then being sad. Which is just what concerns me, is that this game's going to come out, and it's going to be like every other fucking Switch game that isn't Splatoon 2 for multiplayer. All they need to do is keep it like Splatoon 1 and 2, and it's fine. But if they make it like Mario Golf, and Mario Strikers, and Mario Tennis, and Wii Sports, and shit like that, or Nintendo Switch Sports, then it's gonna suck. So I'm scared as hell. I'm scared as hell. But I'm also excited as hell. So let me stop rambling, and let's get into this. Let's get into this. Clicking stuff, right? Squid Research Lab. Research report presentation. Again, it's just like they have a model that works for Splatoon, and that's what made it popular. So I hope they don't try and fuck with that. I desperately hope they don't try and fuck with that. I do so appreciate that the final Splatfest for Splatoon 2,
Splatsville,
like,
in the
determined
heart of the
Chaos
Splatlands.
Lands.
Despite its old-fashioned appearance, it's seen enormous growth in recent years. It's also the hottest new place for Inklings looking for things to do. Oh, hello everyone. Hope you're all staying fresh. I almost forgot about introductions.
This place does look cool.
The researchers from the Squid Research Lab.
Some of those jellyfish are at very low frame rates.
We're simply fascinated by what these Inklings can do. They can splat ink in kit form and smoothly swim through it in swim form.
Squid form, kid
studying
squid.
their biology day and night.
I guess because octolings, they're not always squids now, aren't they? Yeah.
Today, we'd like to share some new findings on these Inklings, while providing summaries throughout.
I do find it amazing how all the marketing for these games is done like they're researching
Of course, what
them.
goes for the Inklings also applies to the Octolings.
Hey, Octolings
We're
confirmed
sure
back. I mean, they already did that, but still.
First, Turf War.
Fuck yeah, Octolings.
Get styling with some fresh fashion, and get inking
Splat
with
Barrel is
even
back.
fresher weapons. Naturally, in a place called Splatsville,
Octobrush.
Turf War battles are the locals' favorite pastime.
Octobrush.
2 teams of 4 will ink for 3 minutes. The team that inks the most in their color, in other words, claims the most turf, wins.
Turf War's still my favorite. The ranked modes are cool, like differences and fun things
Now,
to do.
That's not all
Turf War's
inking
still
is
always
for.
been my favorite.
Ink walls to swim up,
Curious how this bow weapon's gonna work.
or get
Whether it's a new
sneaky
type
and
or whether
hide
it's,
in
like,
ink to
kind of like
splat
a target.
opponents. The more ink you spread, the bigger the advantage you'll have in battles. Whoops! If you're out of ink, submerge in it to refill. New techniques like the squid surge to swim up walls in a single burst. And the squid roll to jump out of ink while simultaneously turning around have also been spotted.
Oh! Extra maneuverability in squid form.
While it's glowing like this, the move also slightly repels ink from opponents.
Nice! More
We've
movement.
discovered where
I love
these turf
Splatoon's
war
movement
battles
tech.
will
Giving us
take
more of that
place.
is fantastic.
Stages confirmed for the Splatlands include Scorch Gorge, Eeltail Alley,
God, the music in Splatoon
Mincemeat
is so good.
Metalworks, and
Just an old
Undertow
abandoned ass
Spillway.
factory.
There seem to be other stages as well. Hagglefish Market, a pier filled to the brim with street vendors. The stuff here looks fishy, though.
Ah,
Several stages from Greater Inkopolis also return.
hey.
Museum Delfonsino. Battles
God, I
here
hardly-
take place in the central courtyard of this modern museum.
I think this is
Take
one I
special
hardly ever
note
played.
of the rotating wall.
I don't know if I think I...
Hammerhead Bridge.
Oh wait, are these old?
This
No, they're not old
bridge
stages.
connects Greater Inkopolis to the Splatlands.
Yes, I don't
After
really
lots of
recognize that. No, they
construction
are
work,
old.
it's
Okay.
finally open.
They're not in
Thanks
Splat.
to the bridge,
They're not in the
transit
Splatlands,
to
but they are
and
just
from
the
Greater
Greater World.
Inkopolis is
So not
much
everything
easier.
has to be the
Mahi Resort.
the chaos
A
design. Yeah.
luxury resort in Greater Inkopolis. Pay close attention to the platforms that sink as the battle goes on. There will be more areas to ink afterward, so don't
Oh,
forget
shit.
to splat them.
They are returning ones. Are
Including
they?
the stages you see here, a total of 12 await.
So Inkblot Art Academy, Sturgeon
More
Shipguard. I
stages
recognize
will
those.
be added in free post-launch updates.
Hammerhead Bridge was from 1.
Now,
Is it?
let's get into the
Shit.
inky essence of
Must be like one of someone like so,
Weapons.
I don't stick with I haven't stuck with Splatoon
First,
all the
it
way
appears
until the
that all
final
the
release
basic
cycle. So
weapons
some of the
from
later
previous
stages I may
games
not
will be
recognize.
available.
Some of the later stages in the previous games I may not
On
recognize.
top
as
of
much.
that, Splatland-specific weapon types, such as the bow-like stringers,
I guess
will
so
make their
okay,
destructive
bows aren't
debut.
used. Strings.
We've also
yeah,
verified
bows.
a new weapon type called Splatanas.
Splatanas?
This is the
Yo!
Splatana Viper. Send blades of ink flying with the centrifugal force generated
Yes!
by swinging.
Study the blade.
Swing after charging up a bit, and it'll transform into a charged slash.
Study the
As
blade.
expected,
Oh, I love
it's
that.
powerful as a long-range attack. But the
Oh, I
charged
love
slash
that.
at close range is also quite devastating.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love the Splatana. It reminds me of what I like about the
Let's dive into
Octobrush.
weapons that can help you claim even more turf.
Oh, I love the Splatana
Special
already.
weapons. As the name implies, these are special kinds of weapons that can be unleashed after filling
I
up
do
the
like how
gauge
the
from
special
inking
weapons get
turf.
rethought of every game.
There are some new types we've identified, so let's
Jesus.
take a closer look.
Jesus!
This is the Tacticooler. When it's activated, a fridge appears. You'll find in-game beverages stored inside. These have a variety of effects,
The
like
sound effect
momentarily
of it.
increasing speed.
The sound effect of it, I love it.
They come in packs of 4, so take one and share the rest with your
That's an
teammates.
interesting idea, though. Having a special that's basically the
This
team can all grab
is the
buffs.
Wave Breaker. When activated, it'll unleash waves around the area. It'll also mark an opponent's location and cause damage. Try to avoid them with a well-timed jump.
Interesting concept.
Finally, the Reef Slider. Build
my
up
God.
power, then charge into opponents who need a good splat.
Inflatable
Once the
shark
attack
that
ends, You
explodes.
explode and damage the surrounding area.
Inflatable shark that
Familiar special
explodes.
weapons like the
Oh.
Tenta missiles, Inkjet,
Oh, some of the old ones are back.
Ink Storm,
Oh.
Ultra Stamp, and
Kira
Booyah
Sled
Bomb
Shark,
will
it
also
really
make
is,
their
isn't it?
grand return.
Oh, okay. So they are bringing up
Special
some back
weapons
some
are
old
paired
ones.
with
That's
main
cool.
weapons. So find the combo
Because
that
all of the
suits
ones,
your
like
splatting
none of the
style.
Splatoon ones came back in Splatoon 2. But it's cool that some of them are coming back here. As long as we get a variety of new ones, then it's fine.
Shop here to get your tentacles on
I think it's
some
just, I think they
fresh
mainly didn't bring any
weapons.
back from Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 because like the
This
balance of them was
is
just
Ammo
enough that
Knights,
it needed to change.
owned by the
change.
chatty
Booyah
horseshoe
Bomb coming
crab,
back, I love.
Sheldon.
I love the
The
Booyah
locals
Bomb.
have praised him
Bad
for
at
his
it, but I
wealth
love
of
it.
weapon wisdom and
Sheldon.
sophisticated selection. Instead of using in-game currency for purchases, you'll need these Sheldon licenses.
Oh.
Obtain them by leveling up through battles and by consistently using the same weapons.
Is that a battle pass I'm looking at? I see a
One
catalog
Sheldon
level.
license can be exchanged for one weapon that corresponds to your level.
I saw a
and just
catalog level.
between
Is that
us,
the battle
if you
pass?
exchange more Sheldon licenses than normal, it appears he'll give you a weapon you like sooner than expected as a special reward.
You can get things ahead of time for leveling. Like, the normal level and getting better weapons is you normally level. That's a normal
Inklings
thing.
and octolings walking
But
around town
catalog
are
leveling
pretty
and unique
savvy
currency,
about their
that seems like
fashion.
battle pass shit. As long as nothing's
Things like
missable,
headgear,
I can
clothing,
handle it. I still
and
don't like that
shoes
it's there.
are just
But
as
as long as there's
important
nothing
as
that's permanently
weapons to staying
missable in a
fresh
battle
in
pass, I can
Splatsville.
live with it.
Gear
Oh, I
can be
like it, but I
obtained
can
in the
live with
shops
it.
around here.
But like, if there's certain weapons or clothes that it's just play a
Each
shitload
one
now,
is
you never
managed
get
by
it,
an
fuck
interesting
that.
shopkeeper.
Right?
So let's drop in. This
Gnarly
is
Eddie.
not couture, a headgear shop. You'll find an
Not
array of
couture.
hats, masks, and glasses, so you can get ahead of the game. The laid-back Nautilus, Gnarly Eddie, and the energetic Nails, the snail sitting here, run the shop.
Why
This
does
is
the clothing
clothes
vendor
boutique
always need a
and
sidekick?
wardrobe. It specializes in tops, like t-shirts and jackets.
Clothing vendors always
The
have to have a
shopkeeper,
sidekick.
Gel Lafleur, might be a touch archaic with words, but this jellyfish has a keen eye for fashion sense.
Sub-resistor replacing
And
bomb
finally,
defense
the shoe
That makes
store
sense.
crush station. Get a variety of
Damn.
cool kicks here, from sneakers.
I was
to
wondering who would
sandals,
see in this
and
that would
even
have the
leather
new
footwear.
porn drawn of them. I think we
It's
found
owned
it.
by Mr. Coco. He might look
I think we
intimidating,
found it.
but deep down, he's a nice guy.
I think we found
Probably.
which character's gonna have porn drawn of them. I think it's Mr.
You're more
Coco
than
there.
welcome to pick out gear based on its appearance. But
Definitely
they
a little
do
people
come
out there with the daddy
abilities
king.
that can help you out in battle. Take run speed up, for example. It can increase your running speed. Or intensify action. This improves the squid roll and squid surge moves. There are even more abilities
I
to
feel
discover.
like I'm gonna want that. as one of
Plus,
my
there's a
mains.
fellow in Splatsville who can swap one ability with another.
Is that Spike again?
Talk to Merch here, and you can add an ability of your choosing to your favorite gear.
Merch glowed the fuck up! Holy shit! Merch had a glow up! Holy shit!
And if you save your favorite gear combinations as fresh as fits, you can change in a flash.
Lord outs! Lord
Flavor up your
outs!
fashion with whatever outfits you want.
Lord
Simply
outs!
splat-tastic.
Yes! Lord outs! Finally! Fuck yes!
Welcome to the lobby, a gathering spot for those seeking fresh battles.
Damn, Merch,
Turf war
holy
battles
shit.
aren't the only things that happen here. You can also square off in Anarchy battles, where you compete for rankings. Hold the active zones in Splat zones. Ride the tower to the goal in Tower Control.
So ranked is different?
Carry
It's not
the
just match after
Rainmaker
match
to
after
its
match?
destination in Rainmaker.
Like, it said it was like win 5 in a row. Or something.
collect and throw clams
I love
to
Clam
score
Blitz.
in Clam Blitz.
Clam Blitz is
Duke
so
it out
chaotic,
in
I fucking
these
love
4
it.
modes, which are on rotation.
I
Want to
fucking love
take on
Clam
a
Blitz.
challenge solo? Select Anarchy
Win
Battle
5 and
Series.
triumph, lose 3 and you're out.
But if you want to team up with friends, joining Anarchy Battle Open is the way to go.
Oh, so okay, you can
You
do
can
just
also
one
play
by one.
private
Okay.
battles online. Set
You can do
battle
one by
modes and
one,
other
okay.
options to your liking.
But you can also do a
Why
series
not
of
play
triumph.
with your
Okay.
favorite battle modes
Interesting.
alongside friends?
Interesting.
Information about these game modes will be available soon on the game's official website.
Curious about like the series thing. Win 5 before you lose 3. I mean, it gives you some leeway to lose, but you have to win more than you
Now,
lose overall.
let's talk about the
Still.
features within the lobby. This
Eh,
is the
training.
test range. Try out and get comfy
There's-
with your weapons here.
There's a lot more here than last
Besides
time.
being able to practice whenever you want, it's also a great place to get all warmed up while waiting for rivals to join a battle.
Oh, nice! Nice, you can
Next
actually
up,
do something
Ghosts.
while you're waiting. Nice, you don't
Online
just have to sit
friends
there.
will appear as 3D holograms.
Oh,
Drop in on friends in the midst of battle and play alongside them. You can also join up and start a battle on the same team. You'll be able to see what your friends are up to. It appears that you can also call out to friends in the lobby and invite them for battles. why not see these features for yourself?
They seem to have enhanced the lobby system drastically, which is definitely one of the weaker parts.
Replays.
Which is definitely one of the weaker parts
of it.
It can
somewhat recreate recent battles.
Oh, if the lobbies like actually feel good
Fast
to be
forward.
in, I'm gonna be so fucking happy.
Or skip to a certain part.
Because you would
Or even
frequently be
swap to
waiting
another
like a
player's
minute
view.
and a half to 2 minutes between 3-minute
Incredible.
matches and just do nothing there.
Not
Unless you're on the
only
Wii
can
U and you had
rewatch
like
battles
squid
as
jump
many
on your
times as you'd
gamepad.
like, but there's even a share feature. We hope you'll use this handy tool to help
And a
you rank
shitload
up.
of replay functionality. Which is always handy.
Next, we'll analyze and discuss this space within the lobby.
The lobby
locker
seems
room.
fucking huge, by the way.
Here, you'll find some fresh lockers. One is yours, and the others belong to players with whom you've recently played. As you can see, you'll be able to place any acquired weapons, gear, and items to your liking.
Decorate
Slap on
your
some snazzy
locker.
stickers.
I
And
imagine a
modify
lot of
your
that
locker's
stuff is
color.
going to be the battle pass
This
stuff.
is your space to express yourself. So customize it however you'd like to show off your signature splatting
A
style.
lot of that stuff is going to be, I imagine,
Oh,
battle
yes.
pass thing.
Items can be obtained at
I saw a thing that said
Atlantis,
catalog
a
level.
general store
Just
on the
assume that's
edge
a
of
battle pass.
Splatsville. Apparently, the store manager vanishes quite often, so instead, it's run by an artist named Harmony. She used to be a regular customer here. It's got an outlandish assortment of items.
So there's
Why
porn
not
of
show
Harmony
the store
online.
some love by grabbing some goods?
So there's porn of Harmony online as well.
There appear to be plenty of other customization features as well. When battles start, these splash tags appear. They can be customized with a banner, badge, and title.
I
Additionally,
mean, giving more things
you
for
can
like
change the
personalization,
emote your character
customization, that
performs
leans
when you
into
win
the
a battle.
aesthetics and ideas of Splatoon a lot, right?
All of these can be
does.
obtained via the in-game catalog, which will be available at Hotlantis. By using points earned from battles, you can unlock various items, like stuff for splash tags and seasonal gear.
Seasonal gear.
Following the game's launch, a new catalog is planned to be released every 3 months for 2 years. Be sure to snatch up everything you see in each catalog.
Play it along for the, or you get FOMO.
There's
The
still
shit
a
that I
lot of
didn't
info
want.
to share, but I need to take a little breather here.
It's the shit. It's the exact thing I didn't want to happen.
In the meantime, please
Make sure
turn
you
your
get
attention
everything.
toward this.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. It's 3
Introducing
months. Hopefully it's
Table Turf
easy.
Battle.
They're 3 months long.
Lay out
Hopefully
your
they're not
cards
awful.
for a dazzling deck duel.
What is happening?
Ink different shapes with different cards.
What is happening?
Charge up power, then unleash it all at once with a special attack. There are cards like this, and even ones like this, and there are over 150 cards to collect in game.
What is
So
happening?
build your deck and send your rivals packing. The
What's
Splatoon
happening?
locals eagerly await your challenge. Table Turf Battle.
They just shoved a
Every
card
player
game
will
in
be
here?
gifted an in-game starter deck.
They just shoved a card game in Splatoon. Sure,
Excuse
why
me.
not?
I lost my clampoosier for a second there.
Wait, what?
Is Table Turf Battle, a 1v1 competitive card battle spin-off of Turf War. It appears you can play this at the Table Turf Battle Dojo in Splatsville. Be on the lookout for more details about Table Turf Battle in
There's
the
just a card game in here too. Fuck it, why not, I guess?
This.
Hey, Salmon Run. Salmon Run next wave. I also love Salmon Run.
Salmon Run is a simple job that requires 4 players to work together to collect power eggs from the salmonids advancing on them. This part-time gig is rumored to be a little fishy, but it pays pretty well. By defeating particularly ferocious
Mr.
creatures
Grizz is still
called
being
boss
sus as hell.
salmonids, you can obtain valuable golden eggs. You'll need to collect and deliver plenty of golden eggs in order to complete this job.
Oh yeah, we saw this feature before where you can yeet eggs. Yeah, we did see this, didn't we?
We've confirmed some new types of boss salmonids.
You can yeet
so let's
eggs.
share our findings.
It's the single best feature they've had in the entirety of Splatoon 3.
First up, the Slammin' Lid. It creates barriers and protects salmonids on the ground. Get too close to it, and it'll attempt to crush you, so approach with caution.
Oh, that's how you get it down to kill it. You have to like lure it to attack you.
Next, the Big Shot. It fires heavy projectiles from a distance. Be prepared for powerful shockwaves when they land.
Oh god.
With new boss salmonids confirmed, make sure you're ready for an even more dangerous salmon
like,
run. This is one of the new King Salmonids. Unbelievable!
King Salmonid.
It looks like
Chohozuna.
here just before you complete the job.
Chohozuna.
The tank on your back is a specially provided egg cannon, and it appears that you can fire golden eggs to deal massive damage.
Oh, okay.
However,
That's a cool way of
these
doing
battles
it.
are under a time limit, so rack up as much damage as possible to drive them back. And this is the still being researched big run. We believe this is when salmonids invade the city in which icklings and octolings live. It appears that this
Salmon
event
run
happens
on
once every few
multiplayer
months,
maps?
So brace yourselves! Big run is coming!
Salmon run on maps. Nice. Story mode.
Observe this manhole in Splatsville Square.
Please.
This
Please
is
be like
actually
Octo
the
expansion.
entrance to the home of the Octarians,
If this is
the
like an
Inklings'
Octo
longtime
expansion,
enemies.
splooshing
As
jizz
Agent
everywhere.
3, the newest recruit of the new Squidbeak Splatoon, you'll do battle
she's
with the
looking a bit older
Octarian
age, though.
army, whose members are covered in hair
Marie's
for
outfit.
some reason.
God Marie's
Along
outfit.
with your buddy Small Fry,
God, that shot
you'll
that is just
explore
full of
many
danger.
stages, each one full of twists and turns. Oh, I almost forgot. Story mode is perfect for getting familiar with inking turf and using weapons, so newer players might want to try it out.
This is looking Octo expansion-y.
Well, we've come this far. What awaits
It's
the
definitely
Inklings
looking
and
Octo
Octolings in the
expansion-y.
end? We hope you can witness the epic finale of this Splat-tastic saga.
It's definitely looking more Octo expansion-y than
We're
Hero
back in
mode.
Splatsville. From here on out, we'd like to talk about other features that'll help you
Like a lot
enjoy
of
your
different weapon
splatting
types.
escapades even more in the
Levels built
Splatoon
specifically
3
around
game.
those, a lot of different types of objectives.
You can post illustrations here via this
Hey,
mailbox.
Hey, it's back.
They'll be
it's always
displayed
here.
all across the city and even in stages.
I love how they just
So
make it
put
the
on
same
your
as
artist
the Splatoon
cap
1
and
Miiverse.
post away.
Like in terms of how it
Vertical
functions.
illustrations will also be supported.
Okay, well I guess never mind.
Additionally,
you can
grab
also do
food
TikTok
and drinks that'll help you in battles at the concession stand.
mode. And food, of course.
Or use local communication to play with nearby folks in your favorite modes at the shoal. By using
Don't know
photo
if I ever
mode,
entered the
you can
shoal in
snap
Splatoon 2.
selfies,
Or the equivalent thing of
send
it.
photos to a smart device, or display them
Hell
in your
yeah,
locker.
family. Hey, post your selfies. Yeah.
This is the RECON Guide. Select your favorite stages at any time and take a stroll around them.
But you only,
Why
I
not
think,
get familiar
I
with
thought
each
before you
stage
could only do
prior to
recon on
battles?
stages that were currently in the rotation. Or maybe I'm thinking of Splatoon 1. Don't know if I ever did recon Splatoon 2.
This is SplatNet 3.
Splatnet's back.
You can use this with your smart device.
The music is so good.
It
God, the
contains
music is so
features
good.
like checking your latest battle stats
No, don't tell me how many matches I've won
and
and
ordering
lost.
special in-game gear not sold in shops from the SplatNet Gear Shop. But that's not all. Access features like Krusty Sean's Wonder
Hey.
Crust. Support this fellow's journey using ink points earned depending on the areas you inked during battles.
Oh.
Or view history to take a trip down memory lane with your
The
past
Krusty
ranks.
Sean thing seems to be a bit different. Oh, unless that's just the progression thing for like
You
new
can also
wallpapers and
snag
shit. That wasn't
special
Splatnet too.
wallpapers and more for your smart device. so be sure to grab them.
Yeah, because the wallpapers
It
that you can
appears
get from
that
SPLATnet 3
SPLATnet 3 will be available
are
at
still my
launch via the
wallpaper on my phone.
Nintendo Switch Online mobile app.
It's still, well, one of them's the lock screen, the Octo one. Where just the Octo
Next
expansion
up,
wallpaper is my
Amiibo figures.
home screen.
Scan Splatoon series Amiibo at this spot in
I think there's some
Splatsville,
Splatoon 2
and
Amiibos that I
voila!
don't have.
Saving your favorite gear combinations as fresh as fits will allow you to easily swap outfits. Additionally, it seems
Oh, is there
you'll be
only
able to get
loadouts if you've got
special gear
Amiibos?
and even snap photos together with Amiibo.
Are loadouts only
And
Amiibo, or do just the
Splatoon 3
Amiibos have their own?
Amiibo incoming. Release
Little
is scheduled
Salmonid
for
one,
this
yeah.
holiday.
This whole... They're not... Okay, they're coming out. It takes a while before they come out. Okay.
Now,
It's gonna be a while.
let's talk about post-launch updates. As we mentioned a while ago, following the game's launch, a new in-game catalog will be released every 3 months for 2 years. New weapons will also be added around the same time as each catalog. In addition, X Battle, available after attaining an extremely high rank in Anarchy Battle, and League Battle, where every 2 hours you can compete in teams based on your Anarchy Battle results.
New
are
weapons
planned
and
to be
stuff were like a
added in
thing that was like
future
a
updates.
weekly thing in the previous
Furthermore,
games.
for this game,
And that was slowed
we're
down at the
planning to
time.
add large-scale paid DLC.
Well, that's just Pearl and
More
Marina
details will
again.
come at a later time, so please be on the
Octo
lookout.
Expansion 2 is
For now,
happening.
I'd
That
like
was
to wrap up
absolutely
this
Pearl and
research
Marina.
report from the Squid Research Lab. Thank you
Octo
for
Expansion
watching.
2 is happening. Fuck yeah, let's go. Pearl and Marina's waiting for DLC. Let's go.
Huh? Who are you supposed to be?
Oh? New idols? Oh? We're not supposed to be anything. The name is so similar to mine. Big man in the house! Deep cut.
Oh, Squid. I completely forgot to tell you about Deep Cut.
Yo!
That incredibly popular trio who hosts the Splatsville news program.
They're not Inklings or
Anarchy
Octolings, are they?
Splatcast.
They're not Inklings
They
or
provide
Octolings,
information
alright?
on battle stages, as well as other
Can't believe
news
Fry's name is
bulletins.
so fucking close to mine.
While we're on
And
the
Big
subject,
Man!
the youngsters of Splatsville
And the
own
Big Man!
Sea Cucumber phones. They can check the news while doing other activities, as shown here.
Oh, so you don't have to do the whole load-in thing
And-
if you want. That's what it was, Splat. If it was, I'd be like, what the fuck? Splatfests? Splatfests are back? They have to be, yeah! Splatfest! It's so fucking close to mine. By the way, there is already so much porn of Shiva. There is already so much porn of Shiva. Just an unbearable amount of it. Like, oh my god. Yes, yeah, these are just the biggest thing I've seen people care about. I get it. I get it. I love watching it because I like the world aspect of it, like, and things like that, like getting absorbed into like Splatsville and stuff like that. Porn as well as trivia is the other two have a bit, but not as much. They've got a new vibe to their music too. I love it. Ooh, I like them. I don't know if I like it as much as Off the Hook, because I fucking love Off the Hook for the music, but then again, they're not Inklings or Octolings, are they? Are they? Are they like Sharklings? The way they were talking, they might not be either, which if they're a brand new like one, that's amazing. If they're a brand new like type of species, that's awesome. We know nothing but listening to Anarchy Rainbow all day. That's a great
It's
name.
been confirmed that Splatfest will make a return. In these events, You pick a team based on the announced theme, then settle the outcome via battle.
You can do the Macarena?
And this time around,
She was straight up doing the
there will
Macarena.
be 3 teams to choose from. Splatfests consist of 2 halves. In
Oh.
the first half, teams will compete in 4v4 turf war battles.
Oh.
Second half is a tri-colored turf war. It's a special mode where, whoa, 3 teams fight at the same time.
Oh.
All players on the team currently in first place will start in the center of the stage. 2 players each from the second and third place teams will attack the first place team from opposite ends of the stage. Can the leading team defend themselves? Or will the other 2 teams exact revenge and force them out? Use the Ultra Signal to control the battle and contribute to the Splatfest while working alongside the members of Deep Cut. Okay, we're going to close out this presentation with an announcement from Deep Cut.
Wow. They fucking upped Splatfest so much. I thought Splatfest in 2 got good with the unique stage thing. Holy fuck. Holy shit. From Splatlands, we got Deep Cut, Anarchy Splatcast. You lip sync, we drip ink. I can't believe the name is just Fry. It's so fucking similar to me. Oh my god. It's got your fins a flapping. Splatfest World Premiere! 8/27. Okay. Absolutely diving in on that, obviously. Really, Splatfest. Oh, it's a. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, Splatfest. Oh, yeah, Splatfest. Oh. Rock, paper, scissors. That thing is the best move in rock, paper, scissors. Pretty sure I always win when I pick scissors. Have you ever heard of rock? It's literally the most solid choice. Good old rock. Works every time. Trumpet fist hold high. Paper. Paper can form the sharp shapes. Right, devastating things on paper. You can emotionally hurt people with paper. Sorry, shot, no faulting required. No, you can fix it out of fingers, but a rock hand is pure power. Finger scissors are complicated. They work combined and stuff. Something of a finger expert around here? Well, ouch. My mind is strong thanks to finger scissors. You're getting all the lesbians excited by using the words finger and scissors in the same sentence. Get your vote said. Do not want to. Oh my god. It's cool that it's a Splatfest for like the opening. It's cool that like the Splatfest is the
That's all we have to
test
share
file.
today. Or not. And now announcing the Splatoon 3 Enter the Splatlands Invitational 2022 tournament. This
Differs in
event will
Octoling
take
prize,
place on
including
September
Big Man is
5th at
mantling.
PAX West. Some of the top finishers from this
are
summer's
Octolings in
Splatoon
English
2
still?
Inkopolis Showdown will
Are
head
they
to
Octolings in
Seattle
English?
and
They
compete
just look
in
so
North
different.
America's first
The designs look so
ever
different.
Splatoon 3
I figured they'd be like
Invitational.
Sharklings or something.
Follow the official
Mantling is
Nintendo
cool.
versus Twitter account for updates.
Big
And to see
Man. I
more of
love
our
that his name
research
is
findings
Big Man.
as we uncover them.
That's awesome.
Follow the official
Big Man.
Splatoon North American Twitter
The
account.
Big Man.
We hope
Okay, there's a
you'll
lot
have
of
an
things about Splatoon
incredible
3 that look
time
really
starting
good.
September 9th.
I'm
Bye-bye.
scared about the catalog. I'm scared about the catalog. I still don't like that it's a thing, right? I still don't like that the catalog is a thing. I still don't like that it has a battle pass. And the idea of Mentalist is maybe being fun, but the other two are right. Huh. The way they were talking in their designs and stuff, I really figured there'd be like a new one. Well, in that case, I'm going to be. I don't know. I feel like I should be on team. I don't know. Should I be on Team Fry because the name is so fucking similar to mine, or should I not be on Team Fry because people keep saying my name as Fry and it pisses me off? I kind of don't want to go for Fry just because of that. Because people see my name and then just call me Fry. And it's like, for fuck's sakes, it just says fire. For fuck's sakes. So I think by just that alone, I want to be Team Shiver all the time. Or Big Man. Big Man. I love that this is Big Man. Yeah, there's a lot there that's good. There's a lot there that's good. I mean, it seems like for the most part, they are keeping to what makes Splatoon good. Good. They are keeping it there. The idea that new weapons and maps and stuff are going to, like, coincide with new catalog releases, so we only get new weapons and stuff to test out every 3 months, is a bit odd. Because, again, that was kind of, like, part of the fun of the other Splatoon games, is just, like, checking in every week to see the new fun weapon that they've got. Because there was always that moment of just, oh, it's new weapon day or new stage day. Everyone go in, yo, we're all checking out just the one new stage, or we're all checking out this one weapon this week. So it gave like a community thing of just like focusing on this one new thing, and like with a high frequency. But if it's just going to be a bunch of stuff every 3 months, I feel like a lot of the other things might get lost in the chaos of it. Though weekly updates can also absolutely have, like, a weapon gets forgotten after 2 weeks because another 2 new weapons have come out. And the 2 new weapons do something so wild that the other ones get forgotten. So that's absolutely part of it. Yeah, there's a lot of good there. There's a lot of good there. I'm still really bothered by having a battle pass. It doesn't fucking need... Splatoon does not need a fucking battle pass. But yeah, like, everything outside of the updates and the Battle Pass stuff, everything that's there is great. Like, it's all what I want it to be. And, like, evolving, like, they're not just going, it's Splatoon 2, but with new things. They are evolving things. They're, like, new movement mechanics alone for the squids. That's awesome. They're reinventing how, like, the Splatfests work. They're reinventing how Salmon Run works by giving them, like, giant bosses at the end and, like, having the things where they invade the maps and stuff like that. They're rethinking the entire lobby system, which is, like, definitely one of the weakest parts of Splatoon 1 and 2, to give it a lot of that. Like, there's a lot here where it's very clear that they do want to, like, improve what's, like, on Splatoon. They're not just going, it's Splatoon 2 features, but new maps and stuff like that. It's like no, this justifies it being a sequel, but them expanding it enough. Which Splatoon 2 was that on Splatoon 1 as well, right? Like, I remember people saying Splatoon 2 coming out like 2 years after Splatoon 1, that it's just like, it's going to be really just be Splatoon 1.5, it's just going to be the same game. And it wasn't. Splatoon 2 made a lot of updates on what made Splatoon 1 good to like, evolve it and enhance it. And Splatoon 3, from everything we saw there, I think is doing the same thing. It definitely seems like it's evolving the game in a lot of good ways, which I definitely approve of and stuff like that. But just, it's, like, one, having a battle pass, I hate battle passes. And two, its update drops being every 3 months does make me curious how that's going to go. I mean, and we should have enough when the game launches to have fun. Like, to still have a lot to do. Because the game is launching seemingly with 12 fucking maps. Which Splatoon 1 and 2, I think, launched with 5 or 6 each. And I don't know if those got up to having 12 maps within 3 months of release. So, there's a lot of maps. We'll have to see how many weapons there are. Like, if there's enough to do at the start that it can take up 3 months and it doesn't feel like, oh, we're kind of dry on updates for a while, until the big batch comes out. Then another big batch comes out, and then we have fun for another 3 months. And then it's fine. I think it may take away a bit from... Well... It'll kind of do both. It'll take away from the community aspect of the whole community focusing on one particular thing. Like, when the Bloblobber came out, that was a fucking awesome day, right? When the Brella came out, that was an awesome day. When the Slosher came out, that, like... When, like, one new thing comes out and the whole community's focused on that, that's cool. But I guess if it's a big burst every 3 months... It might be people where it's just like, I play for like a couple weeks and then I drop it. Oh, there's another big amount of new stuff to do. I'll come back in for like another 2 weeks or so. Like that could like invigorate the community and have as much like stuff going on with it in that instead of it being like a steady wave of every week there's a little thing. And stuff like that, it might be like there's big bursts and then lulls and then big bursts and lulls, which could work out better or worse in terms of like community and content and stuff like that. So for that, we'll have to see how it goes. I still don't like that as a battle pass, though. I just hope the battle pass isn't grindy as fuck, right? Like, cause I was looking at, like, cause like the battle pass for Pokemon Unite, which obviously Pokemon Unite's a bad example because the game's monetized as shit, right? The game leans heavily into it, so. But like the battle pass in Pokemon Unite is what drove me away from playing that game, because it's just, if you want to care about the battle pass, play like a shitload every day. Fuck you. And stuff like that, which is just not fun. Like, if I can just play, like, the idea is just, if I can play super casually and finish the battle pass, I'm still not going to like that it's there. But at least I won't be frustrated by its existence. It's like Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV's PvP has a battle pass. But, like, there's one of the modes you can do for the PvP in FF14 has, like, a daily attached to it of just, do this as a daily roulette every day, and then it will, and then you win or lose, and, like, you get extra XP for leveling your classes and stuff. And if you just do that, like, enough of the days in the battle pass, you'll finish the battle pass. So you don't have to be like, oh, every single day I've got to go in and play, like, 10 matches, and I better win most of them, otherwise I'm fucked. Like, it's not that. I still don't like that it's there, but at least it's not a case of, this better be your entire life or you'll never make it, which, like, Pokemon Unite felt like that. Pokemon Unite was just like, if I don't play, because Pokemon Unite's battle pass also had, like, dailies to it, where it's just complete, like, it was like 3 challenges every day, and it's just like, every day you want me to complete 3, and if you miss enough days, then you just can't finish it, and it's like, fuck off. Right? So, like, I hate that shit. That's what I hate about battle passes. I hate battle passes and, like, saying, you better just keep playing, don't stop playing, because you'll miss the content. And it's just like, I just want to play the game when I fucking want to play the game. And stuff like that. So that's what irritates the shit out of me about battle passes. So I still don't like that it's there, but hopefully it's just not agonizingly annoying. And the content burst, we'll have to see how it goes. Again, Nintendo's been bad with that on the Switch, but Splatoon's been good with it. And it does seem like we have a lot in the base game. But everything else that isn't those things, yeah, Splatoon 3 looks fucking great. Out of everything else that isn't to do with the updates and battle passes, which the updates could still be good, and the battle passes may just be not offensive. Well, it'll still be offensive because its existence is FOMO, which is offensive. But it may not be frustrating to actually physically deal with. But everything else, Splatoon 3 looks great, and I'm excited for it. Everything else, I'm excited for it. But that is that for Splatoon 3. I will see you when we join into the pre-release Splatfest, which is exciting that it's a Splatfest. Actually, I think they did that for... Actually, now that I think about it, one of the pre-release ones for Splatoon 2 was a Splatfest as well, wasn't it? My brain is telling me that a pre-release for Splatoon 2 was also a Splatfest, but I could be wrong on that. But my brain is saying that it was. I'm not sure. But I'll see you at that. I have no idea what team I'm going to pick out of rock, paper, and scissors. I think I might go for Shiva, because, well, 1, look at her. 2, she's an Octoling. And 3, she has rock, and, like, I literally have a fist tattooed on my body. So, you know, it feels appropriate. But I will see you for that. I'm gonna go and watch the Pokemon Direct. But for that's it for the Splatoon Direct. And I'll see you when we get to the Splatfest. So until then, this is version 2, signing out.